All right, beloved family, grand rising, and welcome live from Archer Temple in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. We welcome you to Merkaba Temple's online service. Whether you are joining us live on Zoom, listening on the podcast, or watching a replay, or arriving here for the very first time, know this: you are already included. This is a space of devotion without pressure, a space where nothing is demanded of you and nothing essential is withheld. You do not need to arrive joyful, open, healed, or ready. You only need to arrive honest.
And before we continue, we would like to pause and offer a warm welcome home to Perse. Welcome back, Perse, our beloved steward. We are so grateful that you are back. And now, family, wherever you are in the world and wherever you are within yourself, we are grateful you are here. Merkaba Temple exists to hold a field of safety, coherence, and quiet truth where the nervous system can settle and the soul can speak without interruption. Here, we move slowly enough for the body to trust. We listen deeply enough for what is real to emerge, and we honor the timing of each heart without rushing, without fixing, or performing.
Today's teaching is entitled Unfettered Joy. Not excitement, not positivity, not emotional intensity, but the kind of joy that becomes possible when the body stops bracing, the heart stops negotiating, and the soul no longer needs permission to be at ease. This is not joy as escape, it is joy as steadiness, joy as maturity, joy as something that can be trusted.
And as we move through this service, we invite you to stay close to your breath, your body, and your own inner signals. If at any moment you need to soften your gaze, close your eyes, or simply listen without effort, that is more than welcome here. Let this be a space where joy is not chaste, but allowed, where nothing needs to be held back and nothing needs to be forced.
Merkaba Temple is an interspiritual sanctuary. You are welcome here whether you walk with Christ, Krishna, Buddha, Shiva, the Divine Mother, the Earth, your ancestors, or simply the quiet intelligence within your own heart. What matters here is not the label of your path, but the integrity of your attention. So, as we begin, we invite you into a different posture than the world usually asks of you. Not consumption, not performance, not urgency, but presence.
Presence. I love me some presence. So here's what's rising in the temple this week. First, we would like to invite you to spend some time on the Merkaba Temple website. And guess what, everyone? Our new URL, finally, merkabatemple.com is live. We apologize for the delay. Many months ago, we all decided together as a community to change our name from Merkaba Church to Merkaba Temple. And it's taken me a while to get the URL thing situated. And this weekend, I did it. So I'm super excited. We are not a church. We are a community, we are a temple, and now you have merkabatemple.com live. On the website, you can explore our 6 sacred pillars, opportunities to serve, our sacred giving portal, service replays, and ways to stay connected throughout the week. So if Merkaba Temple supports you, our website and Lumara are the places to deepen your relationship with our living community.
Second, we would like to share that Merkaba Retreats private and couples immersions are now booking. Each of these customized retreats will be held between mountain and sea in the new Om Zone Archer Temple retreat space here in Puerto Vallarta. These immersions are offered as 1-day, 3-day, or full 7-day experiences and are fully customized for individuals or couples seeking deeper alignment, integration, and renewal. So, if you feel the call to work with us more intimately, you can learn more at www.merkabaretreats.com.
And finally, we would like to highlight the growing body of writing on the Archer Temple blog. At archershaw.guru/blog, you will find articles on a wide range of topics, including earth medicine ceremonies and integration, sacred masculinity and femininity, leadership and sovereignty, and even how to turn your chat GPT into your own personalized spiritual guide. These writings are offered as resources you can return to in your own time.
Before we move on, we want to pause for just a moment and speak clearly about participation, especially for those who may not be able to stay for the full service. Merkaba Temple is a living community. There are no paid staff, This space exists because those who receive from it help sustain it. So if this temple supports you, if these services steady you, remind you of what's true, or help you return to yourself, we invite you to participate now. If you have your phone nearby, go ahead and take it out. Open Venmo, and you will find us at Merkaba Temple. Please give whatever amount feels aligned. Participation matters more than the amount. And if you prefer, you can also give through our website at www.merkabatemple.com/donate, where you can give once, weekly, monthly, or even yearly. We'll have a longer offering moment later in the service, but we wanted to make this available now so you don't miss the opportunity to participate. Thank you for your presence, your care, and your willingness to help hold this temple. And with that, we now move from announcements into alignment.
All right, everyone, let's take a deep breath. And let us formally open the energetic gateway of today's service with the Adi mantra. The Adi mantra is the mantra of humble invocation and surrender. It means I bow to the divine teacher, the infinite wisdom, the guru that lives inside me and in all of us. Let this mantra awaken the remembrance that guru is guiding every heartbeat, every breath, and every unfolding step of our journey. We will take 3 deep breaths in and out, and on the 4th breath, we sing Ong, Ong Namo, Guru Dev Namo, together 3 times. So if you know it, join us. And if you are new, feel free to listen and join in when you feel comfortable. One moment just to change the audio. All right, so rubbing our hands together, aligning the left and right hemispheres of the brain, feeling that energy, and bringing them in front of your heart, taking a deep breath in and release. Deep breath in and release. Deep breath in and release. Deep breath in to begin.
Hum, hum, namo, Gurudev namo.
Deep breath.
Hum.
One more. Divine light in us, through us, and all around us, that breathes without strain and moves without force, we arrive. Not to reach, not to fix, not to perform. We arrive as we are, and we consent to this moment exactly as it is. We ask now for a gentle settling, not through effort, but through release. Release the habit of bracing. Release the belief that tension is wisdom. Release the quiet holding that no longer serves. May our bodies remember what ease feels like. May our hearts rest from negotiation. And may our nervous systems recognize that nothing essential is at risk right now. Let joy be restored not as excitement and not as escape, but as coherence. the natural state of a life, no longer restrained from itself. Bless our temple, bless our community, and bless each person here with the deep permission to be present without holding back. We place this service, this teaching, and this unfolding day into your care. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Guru Om, Amen, Aho, Ashe, and so it is. And Aeon will now lead us in today's mantra.
Beloved family, we now come into alignment through sound. Today we chant Om Namah Shivaya, a mantra of surrender, remembrance, and return. It means I bow to the indwelling presence. I honor the truth that lives within all beings. This mantra is not something we perform, it is something we allow to work on us. As we chant, notice where the body softens. Notice where effort releases. Notice how attention naturally settles when nothing is being pushed. You do not need to feel anything specific. You do not need to open yourself more. Simply allow the sound to move through you. If it feels right, bring one hand on your heart, the other on your belly, a simple gesture of grounding and ease. Or feel free to use your malas or fold your hands comfortably in your lap. We will chant the mantra 108 times. If you know the mantra, you're welcome to sing along. And if you're new, you're welcome to listen and receive. Here we go. Om Namah Shivaya, 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 Om Namah Namah Shivaya, Om 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 Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Allowing the chant to dissolve, not into silence, but into stillness. Nothing needs to be carried forward. Nothing needs to be remembered. What remains is enough. Guru does not speak to effort. Guru speaks to what is already listening. The words you are about to hear are not instructions. They are not ideas. They are pointing toward what loosens when control releases, toward what becomes audible when nothing is being pushed. Receive these words the way breath is received, without reaching, without holding. We now receive a short channeled transmission from Guru Nityananda of Ganeshpuri, offered as a simple blessing for this moment. Jacob will read today's transmission. Brother Jacob, the floor is yours.
Thank you, brothers. Beloved children, stop tightening your grip on life. Nothing holy is slipping away. Joy is not reckless. It is honest. You learn to hold back because holding back once kept you safe. That season has passed. The self does not require guarding. Truth does not collapse when you soften. Authority is not lost when you rest. Where effort ends, I am already present. Where tension releases, clarity remains. Do not manage joy. Do not delay it. Do not ask whether it is appropriate. Joy is the sign that you are no longer arguing with what is. Sit. Breathe. Let the leash fall from your hand. Nothing needs to be added. Nothing needs to be restrained. Om Guru Om. Jai Guru.
Jai Guru. Thank you, Jacob.
Thank you.
Such important words. As you let Guru's words settle, we prepare now to be illuminated with sound. Roy is going to rock us out with some Unfettered Joy. Roy, the floor is yours.
All right. Hey there, everybody. This is the first day of my life. It's where I was born, right in the doorway. When out the rain, suddenly everything changed. They're spreading blankets on the beach. Yours is the first face that I saw. Think I was blind before I met you. I don't know where I am, don't know where I've been, but I know where I want to go. So I thought I'd let you know. These things take forever, I especially am slow. But I realized that I need you, and I wondered if I could come home. Remember the time you drove all night just to meet me in the morning? thought it was strange. You said everything changed. You felt as if you'd just woke up. And you said, this is the first day of my life. Glad I didn't die before I met you. But now I don't care, I could go anywhere with you, and I'd probably be happy. So if you wanna be with me, these things there's no telling, we just have to wait and see. I'd rather be working for a paycheck than waiting to win the lottery. Besides, maybe this time it's different. I mean, I really think you like me.
Thank you, Roy.
That was amazing.
From this place, we now turn toward today's teaching. What you're about to receive is not motivation, and it's not a method, it's a naming of how joy becomes restrained and what happens when that restraint is allowed to fall away. Christopher will guide us in a teaching entitled Unfettered Joy, joy without holding back. Receive it without preparing, without measuring, without bracing. My dear, the field is yours.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I love you. Okay, beloved family, let's take a breath together. Let's begin slowly today. Not because there is something fragile here, but because there is nothing that needs to be rushed. Nothing to catch up to, nothing to fix, and nothing to prove. Today, I would like to speak about unfettered joy. So most of us have a pretty good idea of what joy is, but the word unfettered is new for some. So unfettered simply means unbound, not restrained, not delayed, and not negotiated. This is not joy as excitement, and not joy as positivity, and not joy as something we summon, generate, or perform, but joy that is unbound. Joy that no longer needs permission. Joy that is no longer restrained, postponed, justified, or negotiated. Many of us didn't walk in here unhappy today. We walked in contained, not shut down, not numb, just measured, competent, thoughtful, devoted. And for people like us, joy doesn't feel forbidden, it feels premature. It's kind of like this: yes, but not yet. Or sure, but let me get a few more things in order. Or yes, but let me make sure nothing falls apart. And for those who have worked hard to build stability, to carry responsibility, to hold leadership, to care for others, joy can feel risky, almost irresponsible. And that makes a lot of sense. Because somewhere along the way, many of us learned quietly and intelligently that joy came with conditions. We learned to believe, if I relax, will I lose momentum? If I soften, will something fall apart? And if I allow joy, will I become careless? So joy learned to wait. And I'd like to name something very clearly without judgment. Joy is not resisted because it's unwanted. Joy is resisted because it's untrusted. That resistance, it's not failure, it's intelligence. It's wisdom that learned caution. All of my life, well, okay, most of my life, I searched for joy outside of myself. Sex, drugs, and rock and roll, work, money, property, prestige, relationships, you name it. Give me joy, give me joy. So let me go outside of myself and fill my life with all of these things to bring joy. And guess what? I still felt empty. I felt no joy. It wasn't until I realized that I was joy and then I had to move a lot of things out of the way to access it. That's when the magic really happened. So here's the reframe. Joy is not the opposite of depth. There's a quiet misunderstanding that lives in many mature, capable people like us. We unconsciously equate seriousness with depth, restraint with maturity, and joy with immaturity or avoidance. And many of us earned our seriousness, telling you I did. Seriousness brought competence, right? It restraint brought stability, and control brought survival. So we honor that. But here's the reframe. The problem, it's not seriousness, and it's believing that tension is what makes us deep. There is a kind of happiness that is reactive, a spike, a stimulation, a way out. And then there's unfettered joy. Unfettered joy does not lift you out of life. It settles you into it. It does not bypass pain. It does not deny grief. And it does not float above responsibility. It simply removes resistance. Joy, in its mature form, is not emotional excess. It's coherence. Joy is not shallow. Armor is shallow. And depth does not come from tension. It comes from truth. Because truth allows breath. So here is how joy quietly gets bound. So joy did not just disappear from our lives, it adapted. Joy learned to wait until it was useful, so it wouldn't be seen as frivolous. Joy learned to wait until it was earned, so it wouldn't provoke resentment. Joy learned to stay small so that others wouldn't feel left behind. Joy learned efficiency because there wasn't time to feel everything. Joy learned delay because trust once had consequences. These were not mistakes, they were strategies. They preserved belonging, they protected attachment, they enabled success, and they helped us survive. So we don't shame them. But here is the truth that marks a new season. The problem is not that we have strategies. The problem is keeping strategies long after the danger has passed. So unfettered joy does not tear these strategies down. It simply renders them unnecessary. You don't have to argue with them. You don't have to fix them. And you don't have to exile them. They relax when they're no longer needed. So joy returns not through effort, but through permission. And when permission is given, something deeper arrives. Not control, not dominance, but authority. Inner authority. This is where sovereignty begins. So at this point, joy stops being emotional and it becomes structural. Joy is what the body feels like when it no longer has to brace. It's what the heart feels like when it no longer negotiates. It's what the nervous system feels like when the present moment is trusted. Joy becomes a signal that inner authority has come home. This is what it feels like to be past the proving phase. Not careless and not passive, but internally settled. Joy does not distract from responsibility. It clarifies it. A regulated system chooses better. A joyful system wastes less energy. Joy, it's not indulgence, it's efficiency of the soul. It's leadership without strain. So here are 3 practical pathways, because you might be wondering, what if I'm not there yet? What if unfettered joy still feels so far away? So let me be really practical here. Unfettered joy is not something that you reach for, right? It's something that appears when you stop bracing. So the work is not, how do I feel joyful? The work is, where am I still holding? And here are 3 simple places to begin. First, notice the brace. Not the story, but the body. At different moments in your day, just ask yourself, what am I preparing for right now? And then soften one place in your body, the jaw, the shoulders, the belly. You don't need to relax everything. One place will be enough. Second, practice permission without outcome. Most people don't deny themselves joy completely, they delay it. So give yourself small permission. 30 seconds of ease, 1 breath without purpose, 1 moment of enjoyment that doesn't need to justify itself. And say quietly to yourself, nothing needs to come from this. That sentence alone retrains the nervous system. And third, choose truth over tension. So tension is often the body carrying something that is no longer true. So ask gently, what am I holding that no longer needs to be held? Don't analyze it, don't fix it, just let your body answer. And when truth lands, joy doesn't need to be invited. It arrives on its own. Nothing more needs to be understood. Nothing more needs to be done. What has been named today can now be received, not by effort, but by allowing. Let us close with prayer. Divine light in us, through us, and all around us. We give thanks for the breath that no longer strains, for the heart that no longer negotiates, for the body that remembers it is already held. May unfettered joy arise not as excitement, not as escape, but as the quiet freedom of a life no longer restrained from itself. Release from us the habits of bracing, the need to earn ease, the belief that tension is wisdom. Restore in us the natural joy of coherence, the calm authority of inner trust, and the deep permission to live fully without holding back. May our joy be steady. May our presence be true. And may our lives move forward from wholeness rather than effort. We rest now in what is already given. We receive what does not need to be achieved. And we consent to life as it is. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Guru Om, Amen, Aho, Ashe. And so it is. So as we prepare to move into meditation, I would like to be very clear. Nothing needs to happen. Joy is not the goal, and meditation, it's not a test. You are not here to feel a certain way. So joy may arrive subtly, as ease, as neutrality, or as quiet aliveness, or it may not arrive at all, and all of that is correct. You don't need to reach for joy. You don't need to open yourself up more. You only need to stop restraining what may already be here. You don't lead joy. You remove the leash, and joy is allowed to be. unfettered by effort. My beloved Aeon will now lead us into meditation.
Thank you. Lovely teaching. All right. Grand Rising once again, everyone. All right. Allow our attention to gather here in this moment. I invite you to feel the support beneath you, noticing the contact points where your body meets your chair, the cushion, or the floor. Maybe a gentle uprightness through the spine, finding this easy, natural, receptive place. Allowing the hands to rest comfortably on your legs, in your lap. Gently closing the eyes or finding a soft gaze. Letting the face soften, the jaw relax, all the tiny muscles around the eyes, surrendering to gravity. And let the breath move at its own natural rhythm. For this time together, give your system permission to experience life directly. Joy lives here as coherence and as simple aliveness. Bringing your awareness to the crown of the head. Feeling the scalp, the forehead, the space around the eyes. Allowing all the muscles of the head to become smooth and spacious. Moving your awareness to the cheeks, the jaw, the tongue resting in the mouth, feeling the throat open and clear. Allowing your awareness to flow down into the shoulders softening, sensing the weight there. Feeling the shoulders settling into support. Bring attention into the back of the neck, the collarbones, the upper chest. Feeling the breath moving here. Gentle rise, gentle fall. Allow the breath to be like a tide, arriving, releasing, arriving, releasing. Bring your awareness to the heart space, center of the chest. Noticing warmth or neutrality, or maybe a simple presence. Here is a quiet truth. Joy appears as the heart's natural openness when holding becomes unnecessary. Let awareness move now into the upper arms, biceps, triceps, down into the elbows, forearms, wrists. Feel sensation in the palms of the hands. Feel each finger from base to tip. You may sense a natural tingling here, and that is okay. sensing the subtle current of life moving through the hands. A living presence, a gentle hum. Allow the hands to become symbols of ease, effortless, receptive, and available. Move your awareness to the rib cage and down into the belly, feeling the abdomen rise and fall with each breath, allowing the belly to become spacious, expansive. Bringing your attention to the solar center just above the belly button. This place of will, clarity, and inner authority. Sensing what it feels like when life is trusted. Sensing what it feels like when the system rests in its own leadership. In this space, joy becomes structural, a calm strength, a settled presence, a clear yes to being alive. Moving your awareness down into the pelvis, the hips, the seat. Feeling the stability here. Feeling grounded, a deep sense of belonging here in the body. Invite the hips to soften. Invite the pelvic bowl to become like warm water, holding you, supporting you. Joy begins to feel like permission to inhabit your life fully, without hesitation. Now bring your awareness into the thighs, your knees, your calves, your ankles. Feel the lower legs heavy with support, surrendering the legs to gravity. Gently shift your awareness into the feet, feeling the soles, the heels, the toes. Sense the feet as roots. Feel the earth beneath you. Steady, faithful, present. Now let that steadiness move upward through the whole body, like a quiet blessing. Now widen awareness to include the entire body at once. Head to toe. One field of sensation. Sense the body as a single coherent instrument, a receiver, a living temple. Feel the breath moving through that entire field. Each inhale arrives like grace. Each exhale spreads with ease. Here, unfettered joy lives as coherence. The freedom of presence moving without restraint. Now allow awareness to expand beyond the edges of the body. Sense the space around you. Feel yourself inside a vast ocean of being, open, luminous, endless. As attention rests here, grace becomes tangible. Joy becomes vast. An inner ocean that holds every wave with tenderness. Allow yourself to float in this, held by the great kindness of existence. Inwardly, offer a simple phrase. Joy is free to move. Grace is here. I live from wholeness. Begin to feel the room again. Carry this ocean with you, inside you, as you return. When you feel ready, allow the eyes to open softly and come back to this place. Christopher will now lead us in the offering moment. Om Namah Shivaya.
Oh, that was beautiful. Welcome back, everyone. What a beautiful meditation. I feel so much joy. So I'd like to speak clearly and with respect. Merkaba Temple is sustained by the people who are spiritually fed here. We have no organization carrying this behind the scenes. Our temple exists because our community chooses to support it. So if you receive from the space, if these services matter to you, and if this temple supports your inner life, then participation is part of integrity. We give where we are spiritually fed. That doesn't mean we give equal amounts. It means shared responsibility. So if you're able, I invite you to participate now. Take out your phone, open your Venmo, and type in Merkaba Temple, all one word, and donate what you can. You can also give through our giving portal at merkabatemple.com/donate, where you can use PayPal or credit card, or even so much easier is setting a weekly, monthly, or yearly amount. Then you don't even have to worry about it every week. Any amount matters, even $1. What keeps this temple alive is not generosity from a few, but participation from many. So thank you, everyone, for showing up, not only in presence, but in support. Let's take a deep breath and let whatever you offered in form, in intention, or in presence settle back into the body. There is nothing more to do right now, nothing to evaluate, and nothing to hold. As we come toward the close of today's service, we turn together toward prayer, not to ask for more, but to rest in what has already been given.
Bring a deep breath in and release. Divine light in us, through us, and all around us. Life moving through all things, quietly sustaining what does not need to strain. We give thanks for the breath that softened without instruction, for the places that released without force, for the joy that did not need to announce itself in order to be real. May what was loosened today remain unbound as we return to our lives. May joy stay steady, not as excitement, but as trust. Release from us the habit of bracing. Release the belief that seriousness is depth and tension is wisdom. Restore the calm authority of a heart at ease. Restore the natural joy of coherence, where truth no longer competes with safety. As we leave this space, may our choices arrive from wholeness rather than effort. May our giving, our service, and our leadership flow from what is already settled within. We place ourselves back into your care, not rushed, not withheld, not afraid, but held, guided, and present. Om Namah Shivaya,
Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Guru Om,
Om Guru.
Amen, Aho, Ashe, and so it
And
is.
so it is.
Now, family, let us seal today's service by singing the Longtime Son and Satnam. The words can be found in the chat. Okay. Your long-time sun, shine upon you. All love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on, guide your way on. May the long-time sun shine upon you. All love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on, guide your way on, guide.
Do 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 do. Don't forget your doo doos, babe.
Got my doo-doos. Do 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 do. May your long-time sun shine upon you. All love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on, guide your way on. Key change. Guide your way on.
Bring your
Satnam,
palms
everyone.
together.
Truth is our identity.
Again.
Satnam, everybody, Satnam. All right, beloved family, as we complete today's service, we do so gently. There is nothing you need to carry forward by force, nothing you need to remember perfectly, nothing you need to prove as you return to your day. What was meant to land has already landed, not as instruction, but as orientation. So if joy arose today, let it remain unbound. If it did not, let that be correct as well. Nothing is behind, nothing is missing. Thank you for your presence, thank you for your sincerity, and thank you for helping sustain this temple, not only through attention, but through participation and care. We offer our gratitude to our Horizon Council, Roy, Jacob, and welcome back per se, and to each of you who helps hold this field with integrity. If you're able, we invite you to stay for a few moments of fellowship, and if you need to go, know that you remain connected, not by proximity, but by shared devotion. Walk in light, walk in love, and remember, we are all one. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Guru Om, Amen, Aho, Ashe, and so it is,
and so it
shall be. All right, everyone, let us just go ahead and get everything set up for fellowship here. It takes closing a few windows and pausing a few songs and taking spotlight off. All right.